Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Underground League once again. I am me, and we have a big show for you this evening. We are so close to FD2, we can smell it. As coming up in the main event of the show will be the World Heavyweight Champion, Chase Sullivan, who will speak on CJ and hold an open challenge to the roster for the first time in many months. He'll be here, and then in a singles contest, the man who will fight Sullivan, CJ versus the Southern Champion, Tristan Taylor. Let's get into that one right now. And here we go with a man who has the ire of the fans on his side. He is hated. That being the Southern Heavyweight Champion, Tristan Taylor, the man who even has that belt because he stole it of an injured man. A man who has gotten himself in some deep waters with Sammy Slade, who will fight Sammy Slade in a TLC match for that Southern Heavyweight Championship at FD2 in a few weeks. Here's a microphone. What's he got to say?
So I know tonight that I've got CJ in a match. Here's what we're going to do. Since the industry is still technically in charge, we're going to add a little stipulation to this match. CJ, if you lose to me tonight, you lose your FD spot.
Boo! Boo! That's the cop! Yeah, fuck the industry!
Nobody will.
Because we're all nasty! Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you,
It's
bitch!
before us when it's a retirement.
Oh, damn, that's low.
If CJ actually accepts this could jeopardize his championship match. Tristan Taylor wants CJ to put his FD2 title shot on the line. And that, some folks may see this as nothing, but Taylor is a crafty wrestler. He's easily beaten people who could have beaten him before, and there he is. There is CJ, and there's the Mafia right beside him. Dalton Skull, Cerberus, and Sammy Slade. CJ, if he accepts this, he might take a big gamble, but if anybody can get this done, it's CJ. And we know for certain right now that Chase Sullivan is watching this match, getting ready for his main event open challenge. But you got to wonder what's going through CJ's mind. Probably the biggest match of his career is coming up in a few weeks. His friends are by his side. He's going to take, I think he'll take Sammy Slade with him as Cerberus and Skull go to the back. Being told that we do have an official ready to call this match. I think CJ has accepted the fact that he's going to put his championship match on the line right here, a few weeks before FD. What a gamble that is. As Slade will take his championships. Of course, CJ won the best in the yard, and in fact, in that tournament, he did have to beat Tristan Taylor to advance in it. So there's some history there. Now where's this official at? I mean, told we have an oh, what the hell? Oh my God. Well, okay. As you can see him, there he is. There's the Eagle. My co-host will apparently be the official for this match. We're just getting ready here.
You ready? Please shut up. Your voice is annoying. Okay. I was born that way. Ring that bell.
There we go.
Thank you. Referees are on strike.
There's some jaw jacking now going on.
They don't get 401k, dental, health care, or anything else. Not even a sandwich.
Not the dental.
They need dental. All right, come on. Commence.
You rushed me on the fucking tracker.
Commence. That's kind of strange.
All right, the Eagle's going to tell him to get going. And we're going to get started here. What a way to kick off the Underground League this week. Should be a good contest here as a collar and elbow tie-up. Taylor pushed him away. Taylor is a master of mind games. His small frame and stature might be a bit laughable to some folks, but he can get the job done in the ring, usually by his knowledge. He is a smart man, and he uses that smart mind to get into his opponent's heads, including that man out there, Sammy Slade, who is watching on. Those two have a TLC match at FD2 for the Southern Heavyweight title. Talking once again. This is part of Taylor's strategy, just to get in his head. Tie up again. Jockeying for position, but this time CJ pushes him off. We're going to circle each other now. This is kind of a game of mental chess here. CJ being the hybrid wrestler, Taylor being the mastermind. Tie up now. CJ with a headlock, wrenching that head and shoulder. Takeover now. Taylor has a history of head and shoulder problems. As CJ's going to work to get the airflow down, but Taylor scissor the head, tries to roll him up. If he would have been knocked with the ropes, he would have probably maybe got him. And CJ rolls out. Taylor is now, he's kind of being smart here. He knows that CJ is pretty much the Iron Man of UW, that he can go for any match length and he can get the job done. Taylor is trying to get in CJ's head. Tie up again. These men are jockeying for position. Taylor, headlock. Trying to wrench the airflow out of CJ's body. CJ throws him off. Shoulder tackle, and Taylor goes down. This has got to be... CJ knows all of Taylor's mind tricks. He knows all of his mind games. He knows that he has to stay strong mentally because he has the biggest match and probably the toughest match of his career up to this point against Chase Sullivan at FD2. We're going to talk once again.
He's sick.
Look at Sammy Slade watching Taylor. Slade's watching Taylor so closely, he's trying to study everything that Tristan Taylor does to get a good mind of what he can do to fight him and win that Southern title. There's so much jaw-jacking going on. I guess they're both trying to do mental chess. Tie-up again. Fourth tie-up. Taylor backs him into the corner.
1, 2, thank you.
And Taylor breaks it. This right here should be noted. There's so many factors here. CJ knows that Sullivan is in the back, and that could be on his mind. The Mafia is watching the entryway to make sure that nobody gets to it. Uppercut by CJ, following some upward momentum here, but Taylor fires back on him. Uppercut again. Taylor's not taking anything from him. DDT just plants CJ down. Cover now. 1, 2, no, CJ gets out of that. Keep in mind that added stipulation. If CJ loses, he loses the FD2 title shot, Sullivan can walk away. Oh, he just kicks him away. And there's that strength of CJ, that leg strength that gives him those ferocious kicks and all that power.
Get off his hand.
Now they're just going to stare at each other once again. Slade looks on. Oh, God. Oh, well, okay, there we go. There we go. This might have been a setup dragon screw trying to target both of CJ's legs. We know about CJ's history with knee problems. The industry took him out of action and then kidnapped him because of those leg and knee problems. And Taylor is trying to reawaken the injury to not only win this match, but to crush CJ's hopes and dreams. Slams the left arm down. Slams the right arm down. Taylor is a mat assassin, trying to take every single part of him out to get him worn down. And Taylor is succeeding. Who knows what Sullivan could have told him on what to do. Maybe the match doesn't matter quite as much as just wearing CJ down just in case he does win. But I have a feeling that the industry could interfere in this match. Let's hope not. The Mafia are guarding the doors. They want this to be a fair fight.
Uno.
And there we see a good wide shot.
Tres. Cuatro.
Eagle administering the count.
Siete. Ocho.
CJ's trying his best to get back in the ring. He's a bit winded because of those big attacks.
He's in the ring.
Slade is once again watching on as Taylor just beats down his friend. You gotta think. Cover. Taylor almost got him. Or so we think. CJ could just be playing possum. That is CJ's mental. A big kick to the head. My God. What a kick. And CJ might have been playing possum. He's back on the attack. Just now going to stomp him. Stomping down. Pushes the Eagle. CJ has had enough of this industry nonsense. Elbow drop to the arm. And think about this. This could be CJ softening up Taylor for Slade. Once again, working on that arm with the elbow pad on it. CJ's clutching his knee. Slade's looking. Oh my God! A big punch to the gut by Taylor. That was a huge punch, but CJ catches him back on the way in. That could piss Slade off, and you don't want to piss Sammy Slade off because he'll do things to you that you can never even imagine, and hurt you in ways that you can never even think. As classic CJ now going to target the body. Taylor, yeah, there we go. Slade's going to get Taylor. Slade's getting Taylor. Eagle is distracted. He's going to go back on it again. Oh my God. Working on the arms and working on the neck. I'm a bit over all of this. This industry feud has just been tearing this whole thing apart. Cover, and somehow Taylor finds a way to get out of it. Big leg DDT. Crunching the knee. CJ's just going to just keep working on him. Taylor has been one of the most vocal members of the industry, talking all that trash, talking all that garbage. And now wait, Slade is talking to the Eagle. At this point, I don't think that the Midwest Mafia cares much about respect, because they've been jockeyed around and pushed around by the industry for months now. They don't care about the respect factor. They don't care about winning matches the right way, because there is no right way anymore. UWA has fallen into destruction because of the industry. And they're just playing the game how the cards have been laid. As now cover. Taylor grabs the rope. That could have been it. Now, going for the cover again. And Taylor gets out. What's this?
You know what?
What's the Slade slid something in the ring, and now he's distracting the Eagle.
But it was a 2 count. Should have been 3. And you know it.
He got his
I hate that it has to come to this, but again, this is just warfare. This is just games being played. Both of these, this has gotten ugly. This has gotten way too ugly.
This is not my job. I'm the
because sportsmanship has been thrown out the window. Wait, Taylor used it. Taylor used the thing. No, not this way. Not this way. Slade's interference could have just backfired as Taylor sets up for that spear. This could be it right here. This could be it. Spear. No! Block! K&K rocks his skull. Just like that. 1, 2. CJ keeps his title shot. keeps the shot. Look at this. Taylor had him in the bag. Could use interference, but see, he just jumps up and rocks his skull with the K&K. And CJ is still going to go to FD2 to face Sullivan. To face Chase Sullivan for the World Heavyweight title in the last man standing match. He eked that one out. Slade's interference almost costed him. But thank the stars that didn't happen. Taylor tried to rain on CJ's parade. But it just didn't work. It didn't work. Slade's having some kind of mental episode over there. Right in the corner. Now, I think CJ's going to call for the rest of the Mafia to come out. Here comes Skull. Here comes that big monster Cerberus. They're going to teach Taylor a lesson. They're going to teach him a lesson. CJ watches on. Slade's been wanting this for a long time. Oh my God! And this is just due. This is just due for all of the grief that the industry have caused all four of these men. They kind of deserve that.
I will officially be seeing
They
you
kind
on
of
FD
deserve
again.
that. I'm not going to lie. Slade and Taylor are going to go on to FD2. And speaking of FD2, we have some major updates to the FD2 card that you need to know. Because, folks, you aren't going to want to miss FD2. This is going to be a spectacular event. As we already know, Tristan Taylor puts the Southern title on the line against Sammy Slade in a blood feud for a TLC for the championship belt. One man will leave with that belt, and one man will be on the floor in a heap. And then J.D. Mercer called Joe Anderson out. It's going to be the battle for respect. Falls Count Anywhere match. This should be good. Two of UWA's original guys will face off in a one-on-one. And then the Heritage title situation will come to a head. Jake Howell, in an open challenge, plays a mystery opponent to crown a new Heritage champion. All this and more at FD2. And now we go to this main event, the open challenge of the World Heavyweight Champion, no gimmicks needed, Chase Sullivan. And here he comes, the top dog, the man, the industry's leader, the World Heavyweight Champion, no gimmicks needed, Chase Sullivan, who's been in the training camp, training for the last man standing against CJ. He has some words he wants to say. We've not heard from him in a long time. He's locked, cocked, and ready to roll.
It's great to be back.
What's he got to say?
While I was away, I was in the training camp learning more and more about wrestling. Getting myself ready for Final Destination 2, the biggest match of my career against that lowlife CJ. You see, it was just like it was a year ago. We were in the same positions with my old best friend, Jake. We were trying to get the heavyweight title off of CJ, and they're trying to get the heavyweight title off of me now. Well, I got news for you. At FD2, I'm going to come out as champion, CJ. And with that being said, it's been a minute since I've been in this ring. I mean, man, I love the feel of this. And I feel a little bit generous. I mean, it is that time of the season for FD2. Let's see if anyone can knock me off my pedestal before then. So, what I'm declaring right now is an open challenge to anyone in that locker room to go against me for this UWA World Heavyweight Championship. Bring him out.
Who's it gonna be? Oh, here we go! Folks, you want to talk about some history? There is Jake Howell, who used to be Chase Sullivan's best friend in this whole world. Howell was right there when Sullivan betrayed UWA to win the heavyweight title, and they're going to come face to face.
I can start this match right here, right now. I've been waiting to say something to you ever since January. It wasn't that long ago. We fought tooth and nail for that championship belt. We climbed that ladder and rose to the top, and on that day you were the better man. That loss that I took has set in path everything that's happened to me since then. My quest for the Heritage title is in jeopardy. I couldn't get the World Heavyweight title that I never lost. I can get the Heritage Championship, and I still don't know what's going to happen come May 27th. I don't know what's going to happen. But you can damn bet I'm going to give you a run for your money right now. You stabbed me in the back. You stabbed those letters on these turnbuckle pads in the back. Every one of those fans out there who believe in you, you stabbed them in the back, and for what? Leather and gold? This albatross right here? Do you know what happens when you're at the top of a mountain? Yeah, you're at the top of the mountain, you can look down on everybody else, but you know what else is there? That makes you the biggest target, the easiest target to see. Somebody could look up there and shoot you down. And you've got the biggest target on your back. Because whether you like it or not, you know deep down inside, and take it from me, I know this better than anybody else, there is no wrestler on this earth like CJ. There's nobody on this earth like him. There's only one of him. And that man's going to step in the ring with you for that World Heavyweight title. I could sit here and speak some more Shakespearean sonnets about how much I hate you, but the truth is, you know, we don't have enough time for that. I'd rather prove it to you. Prove to you why I'm the best there is in history.
You want this time? You want to go against me right now? Part 2. And lose again? Here, I'll make it easy for you. Let's make it a free fight. Anything goes. You want to be the gentleman? I can play that game. This is what you want, yeah? This! You want to hold it once more. Look at it. Look at it. Real good. Because this is as close as you'll ever get to it again.
And this is the open challenge. We got a rematch from Winner Take All. Jake Howell versus the World Heavyweight Champion Chase Sullivan. And if you follow UWA, you know these two's history. You understand what they've been through together. But that's then. This is now. Two men who have a lot to prove.
Whatever tricks you got, I know.
We're going to get this underway. Look at you can cut the tension with a knife. Here we go. These two faced off in a ladder death match for the heavyweight title back in January. We're going to get a rematch of that here. Collar and elbow tie up. And they lock up and they're jockeying for position. They're jockeying for position. Howell backs up to the corner. Big chop. Huge chop from Howell. Big hit to the face. And this must be some payback for Howell. Not just for what happened in January, but for Sullivan turning his back on UWA and pretty much holding that championship hostage ever since November. Howell's going to work on the arm. And I'm going to go to a front face lock. Sullivan's trying to find a way out of it. Will he find his way out? Sullivan uses raw strength, puts him down. Now Sullivan's going to go on the attack. Big stomps now to the man who's been chasing the Heritage title ever since December. The man who wants to be the Heritage champion, Jake Howell, the world champion is taking him to. Oh no! Howell goes just shoulder first in the ring post, but Howell has some fighting spirit left in him after that big blow. Big kick! Sends the champion into orbit. Now Howell's trying to get him up. Trying to get his former best friend up. He's going to stomp him down. Going to work on that arm again. We've noticed Howell recently been working on the arms more often. Excuse me. Trying to get all the energy out of the body. Unique arm lock now. Working on the elbow and the shoulder of Sullivan. But Sullivan always has a plan. Going after the knees. Sullivan's going to roll out of the ring. You know, while Chase Sullivan has been in training camp, he's not had a lot of ring time since then because he's been holding that championship hostage ever since January and November and all that. And this is a pretty stern test for Sullivan before FD2. Howell now is just going to work on his former best friend, Big Chops. Just serving them up on a silver platter. Sullivan's just on the ground. Howell's going to go to the apron. Dive down, elbow right across the back of the head. Howell's just going to keep on him. This is a big match for Jake Howell. A huge match. This could alter UWA forever if Howell was to win this match. But Chase Sullivan, there's a reason he's the world champion. Not just because he aligned himself with the injury, but because he is one of UWA's fiercest competitors. He held the Underground Championship for 6 months, only losing it then to Dalton Skull. This man is not just the silent figure. He is a force to be reckoned with, but Howell is taking the fight to him. Now surfboard stretch on the outside of the ring. And Sullivan's feeling the pain. Feeling the pain. Now Howell's wrenching. Working on the arm again. Trying to work on it. Go. Oh! What a kick! And Howell's clutching his ear. Howell's gonna clutch it. Howell's clutching his ear. And Sullivan sees his opening. Targets the hand. But that ear is still giving Howell some trouble. And Sullivan sees it. And I'm just stomping on that damn ear. Howell's in a lot of pain. But Sullivan's gonna, once again, go for that left ear. Oh my goodness. That's unfortunate for Howell. Sullivan now has a bright red target to go after in the form of that left ear. The heavyweight champion is in full control here. But now Howell's trying to get back into it. He's trying his best to just snap Chase Sullivan back into shape and pull off an upset victory here. Just that ear is troubling. That ear is troubling. What was that? Sullivan! What is it? Are those? Those are brass knuckles. Sullivan just hit Howell in the face with brass knuckles on his ear. That's gonna cause even more damage, and there's no DQ being thrown out. The damn industry once again and just pulling their damn tricks. Sullivan. Infringement. Right to Howell, who's down. Howell's chances of winning this match have now just gone down substantially because of this newfound ear injury. Sullivan. Headlocks him. Bus driver. Bus driver right down to the canvas. Going over the cover. And that's it. That is all she wrote. And that's a tough break for Howell. But Sullivan's not done with him. Sullivan's not done. Gonna line him up. Oh, another kick to that ear. This is just disgusting. This is disgusting. Some world champion you are. FD2 is on the horizon. That man, Chase Sullivan, in the main event. We will see you soon for FD2. Stay tuned for that.